So I woke up today and asked myself, hey, I'm gonna do this right. Proceeded to record a Harbinger horror series and then proceeded to also forget that I was testing doing some things. But as we get into Fatalist character exclusive random item Haru, wasn't expecting it to be Haru, but it could be anything because let's start this quick play and chill so at least I have another thing to at least practice runs on. That's really what I'm using this series for. Light, second encounter, second mystery, dexterity, knowledge, and maybe strength before I start my Nuzlocke again during stream. I could Nuzlocke during videos. Feel like it's a bit redundant though. So I'm not choosing to do that. I think I did do that at one point, but I stopped because I started juggling things, but Harbinger horror and Nuzlocke horror will continue. It's just a matter of soon, pretty much soon. I really should be doing it soon, but I also want to get into doing other things and continuing other things. But we'll see where that takes me. I see teacher and I see scissors, and I'm Haru. Three mystery mysteries. So we're gonna take teacher first. Probably gonna take scissors second. I almost said school. Scissors second. And after that, I'll decide what I really want to do. But a run like this, Fatalist is the big RNG. Obviously, I have Advent RNG, for those who don't know. If I were to try and advise someone, I mean, the very, very first thing is to learn the mystery icons. That's how I know this is teacher. And the second one from the right is scissors, or the fourth one from the left, whichever you prefer. Because once you do that, you can eliminate a lot more RNG, even if it's just one mystery. Knowing one mystery out of the 5 is a lot of information that you can use to plan your run. For example, if that run is scissors and you for some reason have no weapon and you might want to go for the cursed scissors, if that mystery is, say, vigil, and then you decide, hey, maybe I should have smoked these earlier. I should also visit the police station. Another important thing to do. But it also allows you to, again, if I had Vigil, then I might want to enter another mystery. Hope it's a town mystery, and police station, that's RNG. If I have Bulletin, I might want to get rid of that. If I'm on Herald, for example, that way I am not gambling on RNG. That is the town, or the roads closed effect, if I can speak correctly. Among other things. And then if you know 2 mysteries for very specific purposes, you may be able to get Recluse into scissors, but at that point you are hoping here and there, so. But here I am as Haru, not really anything exciting going on. I'm just doing investigations. Yeah, you succeed, yeah, you fail. If there is a strat that allows me to be more consistent, aside from learning the events and memorizing them, because I don't even memorize weaknesses yet, then I just have to cross my fingers and hope that I get lucky on the events I do remember, then can roll checks. Now, we are on random item stats as my throat goes away. 3 damage here isn't great, but since the accuracy here is not bad, 3 damage because I've already smoked cigarettes and I have hard knock isn't bad still. And I can still punch with my fists if need be. If I'm really inaccurate, then I can go for a kick action, and I should be fine. Nice 12 roll, by the way. That's why 1, I have cigarettes, and 2, I planned to lose reason. So also keeping in mind we have scissors, so I could try to handcuff this upcoming mid-boss immediately. I keep saying semi-boss at times. I mean the other, but yeah, if I want to be really safe, because again, I'm Haru with 7 strength and the semi-auto scales on strength. Some people might ask, why not perception? Because Haru things, I guess. Semi-auto is an event, or is an item given in that event. I don't remember if it's available anywhere else. I want to say the answer to that is no. But aside from that, as I put a sensor on screen, it is, you know, if it were available anywhere else and other characters could use it, that could be interesting because. But it would probably need to be scaled perception, because if not, what ends up happening is that characters who, or basically in general, when you use firearms, therefore perception with the fire weapon, and this weapon, I think, how much does it do when fired? 9? So, not amazing. And again, I'm Haru, and depending on your stat scaling, you get more attacks, and you get more attacks guaranteed, more precisely, if I were to say so. So as a dog barks in the background, semi-auto is still pretty good. Now, I don't fight the boss with a semi-auto, but you get the point. I think that was my second encounter. Funny enough. I don't remember fighting anything else. So we can take scissors now. Let's, just in case. So here is the question I asked on Fatalist. Is a mystery, because I don't leave anything to RNG. Yes. Let's just say I'm afraid of taking Flood, but also we include... So, Flood and Metamorphosis, and there are about 16 to 18 mysteries right now. Barring custom mysteries, which you can just use to override. I think they show you, and they're not affected by Fatalist, but you get the point. If I were afraid of Flood or Metamorphosis, I should take one of these three. Because I personally don't like taking forced boss mysteries after the third mystery, which is when a damage increase happens. And so, yeah, let's try it out and see if I get lucky. Now, we're in Sailors, so that could be... If I want to fight the boss, good, but at the same time, I usually don't want to fight this boss, so let's find out what happens. A Light Source would be nice, and I roll a 9+1 modifier on Strength, so... It's nice I have 7 Strength. I only really care if I'm in battle. And if I get Core Strength, maybe I will fight this boss. Instead, I get Irizumi, though. Not a bad perk, because I still need another pack of cigarettes somewhere. But I promise you that I would like a damage boost or some help in an encounter. Technically here, this can be anywhere this can be kind of a 10%-ish boost, but... I mean, take anything you can. Over the course of a run, the Funny Mask does pay itself off. Unfortunately, I think this boss... I still would not like to fight this boss if possible. But I don't think I have a choice. So we're going to flip the coin. The coin being... Am I on Timeline A or am I on Timeline B? Because if I'm on Timeline A, I won't fight a boss at all. If I'm on Timeline B, I have to do the side quest to avoid the boss, to those who don't know. And 91% with 8 attacks at 3 damage is pretty good. And now, any lower than that, and we throw everything out the window. But since I'm not willing to throw anything away... I could throw the handcuffs away. Yeah, actually, it might save me... So, the thing I'm thinking about here is... What do I handcuff? I'm raising my thumb as if I'm starting a count. And then I raise my forefinger as I count a second. And will I lose more damage not handcuffing what I might face? And it's RNG. I don't know if I'm going to, say, fight the boss aboard, fight Miku, and for some reason not run away. Because I am on Ath, right? So yeah, I'm on Ath. I don't know why. I was thinking of something in my head. And then, every other thing. But compared to... Another way to look at it is, where is the boss of Sailor's Timeline B on a spectrum of I don't want to fight, and yeah, I could fight that. And it's very, very high on that spectrum, last I remember. As I cough, but for giggles, we'll go in. If we're in Timeline A, so be it, because now, once you enter this, you can no longer get the torch. And thankfully, we're on Timeline A. On Timeline A, if you do the side quest, you get extra experience, but that's... The gains there are not as much as the gains my survival, if I had thrown away 2 items and gotten a torch instead. But we'll take scissors now because this is also a 50%. And we are on Timeline A, so we're gonna do a fishing upside down star to weaken the Scissor Lady. Because Scissor Lady is an eldritch horror no matter what, and you cannot handcuff her, so... And then I need to hit at least 5 of this 8, which I should have pretty good odds. I want to say around like 66%. Yes, I'm using easy numbers. 50, 66, 33, 25, 15% if you play certain types of games, but you get what I mean. Yeah, it's probably a little higher or lower, but hey. I could also handcuff this, but there's no point because I get guaranteed 3 damage. Again, the accuracy here really helps. If those were at lower than 70% accuracy, I would not have taken the risk. So, if you want to if you want to know, or if you don't know what you can gamble on, just know that that's usually the threshold of gambling that I'm comfortable with. Now, Maru only has 12-ish HP, but hey, nice. Thanks for giving me the 1 roll. I didn't need the stamina, but I wouldn't have lost anything there, so... So 21, oh no, 23 HP right now? No, 22. Sorry. I keep forgetting because I keep thinking I might be fighting the horror version, but... Actually, I should be bracing here. There's no reason for me not to be bracing. I also need another pack of cigarettes, so if I have to sell a bottle of water to do so, I will, because while an extra point of stamina is great, as the run continues, you should be getting your stamina's worth regardless. So what happens is that I'm going to sell the empty bottle of water, if possible, at some point. Unless I have, like, Flood and Festival next, then I guess... And now that I've lost a bath, there really is no reason. Give me core strength, please. I can actually... Well, never mind. The CQC training will be just as good, because I'm using the semi-auto. Again, Haru got a lot of buffs over a longer span of time, and now he's a lot... He might even be... to some people, near, right under top tier for using that phrasing. But I say above average, and we took Bulletin, but I don't think we have roads closed, so it should be fine. Let's check to be sure. No, I don't. I know what the icon looks like. So on a weird tangent, even if this game were in another language right now, I'd still be quite comfortable. But as we visit this forest... Yeah, I need to consider... Yeah, so I'm probably going to be doing the water thing, and I just did that because I know that I can lose stamina, because I can drink this bottle of water, sell the wooden bat and the empty bottle again. The wooden bat, yes, I can throw for 4 damage, but these cigarettes are more important here. And I'll gladly take the out of... Well, actually, no, I could avoid this. And now that we have branded, I definitely want to avoid it. Because losing HP, if I have to heal HP, in the end, it's doom. So, now that I have branded, which is going to add some amount of doom, yeah, I would like to avoid raising my doom anymore. Although I am sitting kind of pretty on 55-56% doom, near the about halfway point of this mystery. Still, though, if I could avoid a catastrophe, that would be nice. So this is doom. I'm going to take stamina damage instead. From left to right, it's, I think, 2 funds, then 2 stamina in the middle, then 2 reason on the right, for those who don't know that event. Here's another one. Fine, flashbacks, I don't really care. I have a dexterity check, but I should survive. Now, I have 9 strength, and I rolled an 11, so you please understand why I usually don't like taking risks. Otherwise, I would have just taken damage there, but 1 stamina damage, I think, is the guaranteed portion. But yeah, even though the semi-auto's at 2, like, can you imagine if my semi-auto damage was at... Actually, I could have guaranteed this encounter. I didn't need to take any damage here, but that's how comfortable I am right now. So even if my semi-auto was at its base damage, I think it's 3. I don't know why I'm forgetting, but... Yeah, it's a good weapon. It's fast, very fast, and its accuracy is, I think, way above average. Usually it's around... Usually your chance to hit is, like, nowhere above 75, 85 if we're really pushing it, but 95 accuracy is pretty good because it stacks on top of your levels. If you know the calculation for levels, essentially each level grants you 10% accuracy, and level 1 grants you a base of 10%, and then you subtract an enemy's power value number. So yeah, it's that's very good accuracy. And then 55 speed means you can be at 1 strength and still prep attack if needed. Now that's not too amazing, but even though it's a... Well, I stopped myself because I was a little flummoxed by Bath, but I did lose it. Yeah, but even though it's only 3 damage, I mean, guaranteeing 6 damage, bare minimum, but you don't want to stay that way. Which is why you have CQC training and core strength as Haru. I'll take quick thinking here. I never got core strength, but I shouldn't need it. CQC training is a good replacement. Although core strength does help you out overall, because I think core strength includes kicks, right? Off the top of my head. And I think we get to do this, because, yeah, 8 damage, so 8 times 4 is 32 damage. So I pretty much defeat any non-ghost, non-boss enemy. Because when we throw ghosts into the mix, while I can brace and sever, I would like to not do so. Although, depending on the ghost encounter, and I think most of them do reason, and then the other 50% of that 50% does all... Because things do reason damage, I can use the Cursed Doll. I'm looking at the Cursed Doll right now and going, wow, that's pretty good. But yeah, I can even add some strongs here to do an extra point, so 34 damage. And yeah, if I were on Sailor's Timeline B at this current point in time, I would be having a very good time. I could go for another one. I think you get an injury, but it's fine, because even though the game rolls a 10, I finally have my strength at 10, so... Although, if we're in Ramen, I can do this, actually. I shouldn't really need to be that afraid. Like, this run is over. It should be over. Now, if I had something like Vigil into Roads Closed, that immediately changes the context of my current standing, but we didn't. 76% Doom, I should survive no matter what. We grab Core Strength, we grab another point of Strength, and I kind of just walk up this tower and I don't care. So, my second enemy was the boss of Teacher, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what else, but it doesn't really matter. 10 stamina, 13 reason. Unless I'm badly bleeding with a cut artery and with suicidal and paranoia procs in game, I should have no fear. Yeah, and I'm gonna finish this sub probably 90% Doom. Well, 85%. I was trying to be confident. I wasn't. Scissors was not my second mystery. It was the mystery, which I don't even remember. I want to say it was like Sailor. I think it was Sailors. Yeah, Sailors. But really, just to letting you know, this is how comfortable I am with Haru, with 11 strength and semi-auto. Granted, at the end of the run, in the middle of the run is where you really care, but hey, we did the run. So, if you liked the video and you want to support me in any way, or you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!